Losing a family member as an entrepreneur is very, very tough. Hey y'all, it has been a minute. Let me go ahead and do my introduction. I feel like I haven't done it in so long. Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay back to y'all with another video. Super excited, y'all, to be back. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm screaming. Y'all always tell me in the comments that I scream a lot, but I'm excited to be back, y'all. It has been a minute. Let me know in the comment section what you've been up to. Give me some video ideas. Super excited to be back here on YouTube, y'all. It's been months. It feels like it's been months. It's been a minute, but I'm super excited about being back, you guys. I have been super busy and I have not had enough time to even pick up the camera. Okay, so in today's video we're gonna just do a little car rant. We're gonna be talking about where I've been, what I've been up to, mindset blocks when it comes to entrepreneurship. We are even going to be talking about some of the different things I've learned while being away from YouTube, some of the different things I've learned about being away from my boutique business, taking a break from my boutique life. We just gonna go ahead and chop it up, y'all, because it has been way too long. I actually just got back from Best Buy. Went and bought a TV, if y'all can see it back there. I went and bought a TV to put inside of my office, because during Q4, y'all, I'm really putting my head down and I feel like I'm about to start living in my office, like for real, because there's so much that I need to get done in order to hit the goals that I set out for myself before the end of the year. And a lot of those goals, we'll talk about some of them in today's video, but I really need to make sure that I have everything and I'm equipped to actually go out there and put up the fight towards those goals that I know I need to do. Anywho, let's get into like where I've been, y'all. I feel like it has been so long. So first things first, the reason why I have not been here on YouTube, you guys, is because of several different reasons. Number one is it is extremely difficult to manage multiple businesses when you don't have a large team. And I felt like that is one of the number one things I underestimated when I tackled on so many different projects. So first of all, I started with YouTube. Well, I started with my boutique first of all, and then I ended up going through and doing YouTube. And then while doing YouTube, I ended up coaching. So my first love, my first child is literally my boutique wanted wardrobe. And I miss it so much. But I know that God placed it on my heart for me to coach women. I can see it every single day. Like the impact I've had on so many women has been crazy, right? So I know it's nobody but God who told me, like, listen, you got to sit down, you got to take a break from your boutique so that way you can help other women grow theirs instead. So that's where I am right now. I'm in a position right now where I'm helping so many women grow their businesses, grow their boutiques, grow their e-commerce businesses, that I decided that I need to take a break from mine so that way I can tend to the other women that God wants me to bring up with myself, right? So with that being said, I decided back in February when I was at Magic with my assistant that we are going to go through and create a in-person retreat, you guys. And that is known as the Her Hustle Retreat. We just wrapped it up, Orlando, Florida. It was September 16th and 17th. Y'all, we had a blast. It's literally like almost a month since the retreat almost. And we had such a great time. So the Her Hustle Retreat, those of you guys who are interested in coming to the next one, it'll be in March. It is a 2-day live experience this time, since we're going to be doing it on a cruise. It's going to be anywhere from like 4 to 5 days. But it is a in-person event where women of color in e-commerce, we come together, we gather, we network, we learn, we fellowship, all the different things. So I'll be sending you guys some more information. I'm sure I'll be doing some more videos on it later on. But the retreat took so much of my time, and I really underestimated how difficult it is to plan events. Like, this is the first time I've planned an event, other than like maybe like a birthday party or something that I just did while growing up. But a 2-day live experience that's not in my hometown, that other people are flying into, so expensive. I spent so much money on that event, but it was such a great experience. And I literally was in awe. Like, everyone was like, you know, Trey, why aren't you talking a lot? I was literally shocked that I did it. Like, I was like, what? Like, I was really speechless. I made my own self speechless, and I'm in awe of that, because that is super powerful to even shock yourself, right? So that's where I've been. The retreat has taken so much of my time, you guys, and like I said, managing multiple businesses is so difficult to do. It's so hard to manage multiple businesses. I highly don't recommend it, because it is very ghetto out here in these streets, you guys. Trying to manage my boutique, trying to manage YouTube, trying to go through and manage my coaching business. It is a lot of work, but it is something that I don't regret doing, because it taught me so much about entrepreneurship. It has strengthened my mindset so much, so much, while managing all of these businesses. Like I said, highly don't recommend it, because it's real ghetto out here in these streets. But I definitely feel like that has also taken a toll on me coming here on YouTube, because I'm always so busy. Next thing is, unfortunately, during the time I was actually supposed to go do my, not necessarily relaunch campaign, but my comeback campaign, if you will, that was actually the same weekend that my grandmother passed away. So it took a big toll on me and my family. I ended up taking a week off of work, and it was the week exactly right before the retreat. So it was so much going on, and I literally thank God so much, because the same weekend that I was supposed to do my comeback campaign ended up being the same weekend that my grandmother passed away, and it literally was further indication that I'm doing exactly what he wants me to do, which is put it on hold for right now. And I feel like every single day I wake up, when I really want to go back out there and get started with it, he's like, you have other people that need you more in order to help them grow their brands and in order to help them grow their businesses. And I thank God for that so much, because I know that when the time is right, we will go through and do our comeback campaign. But for now, there's other women that I have to bring up when it comes to e-commerce, and I'm super excited about that. So that's a little bit of where I've been. Y'all know I'm good for having some notes. I have to make sure I came correct so I can give you guys all the scoop as to where I've been and all the things. But some of the different things that I've learned just while taking breaks and just over the last few months, you guys, is that it is essential. Is my camera recording? I think my camera recording. I think we good. I'm on a new camera, y'all, so I think we good. Yeah, we good. All right, so one of the different things that I've learned, you guys, is that it is okay to take breaks, as long as you don't completely stop. It is okay to take a break. It's okay to take a few months off. It is okay to make sure that your mental health is in check. It is okay to make sure that you are going through and breaking through those mindset blocks that you have, because if you do not, you will burn out. If I were to continue running my boutique while going through and trying to put together an entire event, while managing all of my clients, I literally would have went insane. I would have went insane. I would have went crazy. My mindset would not be as strong as it is today. And I am super thankful that I did decide to go through and take that break. So now while things are kind of slow, I'm able to go through and get that momentum back up that I once had, right? So completely okay for you guys to go through and take breaks. Just don't stop. Don't stop. And in the midst of you taking that break, make sure that you're doing things that are going to set you back up in a place where whenever it is that you do come back from that break, that you're able to come back 10 times harder. So that doesn't mean stop your education. That doesn't mean stop doing your research. That doesn't mean stop looking at your inventory and the different trends that are going on within your industry. That means just simply take a break on your daily task, on like your, not necessarily like your admin task, I would go through and say, but really amplify on that research portion is definitely something I would say. So taking breaks is completely okay, you guys. Feel free to take your breaks. An awesome opportunity for you to just clear your mindset and just come back 10 times harder. The next thing that I feel like I really learned is that you need a team. Having a team is so important, y'all. You need a team. You need someone else who is going to not only hold you accountable, you need help, right? And I gave away this gem. If y'all follow me on live, come on any of my Wind Down Wednesdays. I'm not going to share it here because this is too good of a gem for me to just give it to you guys here on YouTube. But come on any of my Wind Down Wednesdays over on Instagram Live, and I will give you guys the gem to making sure that you can grow your team in a very low budget way. So we need to make sure that we are growing our teams. Get yourself a virtual assistant, get yourself a PA. I really want to hire a PA, y'all. If I had a PA, my life would be amazing. I want to hire a PA. So make sure you're growing your team. It's you can't be out here doing it alone, right? There is awesome opportunities and awesome ways that you can go through and grow your team on a very, very low budget. So make sure you guys follow me on Wind Down Wednesday. Tune in every single Wednesday night at 9 p.m. over on Instagram at Her Hustle Academy. Feel free to ask me what that secret gem is over there, and I would definitely give it to you. Next thing I learned is that losing a family member as an entrepreneur is very, very tough. When I lost my grandmother, it was very, very tough on me, because when you are an entrepreneur and you lose a family member, there is no bereavement days, there is no sick days, there is no calling out. There are still things and responsibilities and tasks that you have to go through and get done, and you have to meet a deadline on. And there's no one else really there that you can kind of put that weight on, unless you do have that virtual assistant or you do have, someone else on your team. So I would say that it took a really big toll on me, because I was in the midst of planning an entire event, and then my grandma passed away the week or 2 weeks before. So I would definitely say, make sure that you have someone else on your team, especially as soon as you go full time. You're gonna need someone on your team in order to give these things away to. So I would definitely say that. Next thing is, freedom as an entrepreneur doesn't necessarily mean freedom. I feel like that's something else that a lot of us don't necessarily pay too much attention to. Is, yes, when you are an entrepreneur, especially when you're full time, you do have a lot more freedom, but not necessarily, because I'm sitting at my desk I probably work anywhere between 12 to 15 hours every single day. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, I probably work anywhere between 12 to 15 hours Monday through Thursday. I don't usually do too much work on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I think it's really important for us to understand that, yes, when you are an entrepreneur, yes, you do have freedom. And I think it's really important for our friends and our families to realize that, you guys. Because sometimes your family will call you all hours of the day, think that you can stay on the phone with them, and it's like, nah, sis, I got work I gotta go through and do, right? So I really want you guys to also understand the difference between freedom while working a 9 to 5 and then freedom as an entrepreneur are two different types of things. Yes, you have freedom, but it is still limited at the same time. So another thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about, some of the mindset blocks that I feel like I've been having, is I feel like I'm in a space right now where I am getting in my own way when it comes to the growth that I want to see within myself. There is so much more that I know that I'm capable of doing, but I've gone through and I've sat down with myself and really tried to analyze, okay, Troyia, what is holding you back from getting into your next level? And y'all know I'm super, super transparent. So I feel like the thing that is holding me back from getting to my next level is making sure that I'm working a lot harder than I'm working, and doing the things within my business that I don't like to do. Those are two things that are kind of holding me back from my next level. Yes, I work extremely hard, but I feel like I need to make sure that I'm working a lot more strategic and a lot less hard, if that makes sense. Hard work and strategic work are two different types of works. I feel like I'm working hard, but I'm not necessarily working as strategic as I can. And then also making sure that I'm doing the things within my business that I don't like doing. I don't like doing the finance stuff, y'all. It literally gives me a headache, so I just hire out for that. But I think it's really important for me to understand what those things are and not just hire someone else to do it and I don't even have a clue as to what it is, right? So I think that that's something else that has also been keeping me from my next as well. Another thing that I feel like is keeping me out of my next is I feel like I have to hold God a lot more accountable than I have been. So that means praying a lot more and telling God, like, you set me out here on this journey of helping all of these women of color with growing their e-commerce businesses. You've set this idea for me to have this online store in order to help my audience with their problems and going through and trying to fulfill their desires, right? So I think it's important for us to go through and hold God a lot more accountable, and that's something that He actually wants from us too. So that is something that I feel like is also holding me back from my next, is just making sure that I'm praying a lot more and really holding God accountable to the things that me and Him discussed. And then lastly is creating a plan and also sticking to it is something that I really want to do a lot more too. Is, y'all, my assistant, she know this, y'all. I will create an entire marketing plan. I'll create create some emails, create all the entire content plan, and then I'll look at it and then I'll be like, nah, we're not doing this. And then we either don't run a campaign at all, or it's completely different than what we actually kind of came up with. So I think it's important for me to actually create a plan, stick to it, so that way I can actually run that first initiated plan, and then I'm able to make those tweaks to it, and I can review those data and all of the analytics in order to see what changes that we need to make in the future. So those are a couple of the different things that I feel like are some mindset blocks or some things that are holding me back from my next. Let me know in the comments, what are some of the different things that you feel like are holding you back from your next level? Another thing that I want to get into too is seeking out therapy. I feel like therapy in the Black community is something that is really starting to become a thing, but it was not a thing. I didn't hear my parents or anyone in my family talking about it growing up. So that's something I also want to explore too. If you guys have any tips on, finding therapists, please let me know, because I am actively seeking a therapist for sure. But that's it, y'all. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all. I feel like this video was all over the place, but I have missed y'all so much. I cannot wait to come back on here, give you guys some amazing content when it relates to building your businesses, growing up as an African American woman in her 20s, all of the things. If you guys have any video ideas, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section as well. I'll see y'all soon. This has been fun, and I cannot wait to do more videos and to come back here on YouTube, because I know you guys miss me. I miss you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.